I'm pouring out my heart and soul and feel it deep down in my bones. It's my time to shine, I'm going far. Turn up that kick drum, funk that bass, drop and hit those 808s. Tonight I'm gonna light up like the stars. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here I go. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Is this thing on? The moment I've been waiting for is finally knocking at my door. My day up in the sun is just a ride. The world is mine and it's my stage. I'm owning this, I came to play. Just shout out, scream it out and testify. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'ma give 'em a sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now?
Hey, good morning. It is Mike and Shana Acquisto, real estate brokers and co-owners of Acquisto Real Estate. And we wanted to
And pool
remind you
sharks.
that Shana is a pool shark.
Well,
Totally is. She's really good at that.
I will say that when I was a kid, I was a pool shark.
Mm-hmm.
My dad kind of utilized me in ways to beat his friends, so it was very interesting. And you know who else is a pool shark? Logan. Logan and I had a little duel, if you will, of pool.
There you go.
was
So for
fun.
today, we're at the Lucas Lake House. Or no, it's not in Lucas, it's in Rockwall.
It's in Rockwall.
A new listing brought to you by luxury real estate broker Shana Acquisto at $3.5 million. I don't know if it's on the market yet or
Oh yeah, it's on the market.
it's on the market live. All right. And there'll be an
Live.
open house this
Open
weekend.
house this weekend on Sunday.
Perfect. So today we are covering the following topics for you. Topic number 1 is going to be what to expect as a home buyer in 2021.
That's this year.
That might be a good one that you guys can share out. Yes, that is right now. Then we have spring selling season, scheduling your open house from an agent's perspective.
Yeah.
So that's us letting you guys know as agents kind of what to expect with how busy things are and photographers and kind of the feedback we're hearing, right? So we're going to discuss that
Yep.
directly with you guys. Then we have MLS Client Search in NTREIS.
It's changing. We'll
Via
talk about
Matrix.
that. Yep.
Yep, so we'll show that bad boy off. And then there's new contracts in zip forms.
Yep. We'll talk about that.
And we have one new real word.
Ooh.
We'll go over the one word today. We tried that out yesterday, and I think it was decent. We'll see what we
It's
get
good.
there.
Just to hear it and
Yeah.
know what it is.
So, Shauna, hit us up with some roll call.
Oh, roll call. Who is here? Please chat in if you are present today. And if you are new, we also want to hear from you. We want your name so we can welcome you to our morning show.
Yep. And then afterwards, if you want to touch base with us, totally fine. Just reach out.
Yeah.
But just chat in some information. We love welcoming first-time people.
We do.
This is a normal show that we do each day, Monday through Friday at 8:45 a.m. It's a real estate talk show live on YouTube, right? And then we produce it afterwards and break it into little segments for you, bite-sized pieces.
Snippets.
We start at 8:40 a.m. And we go on live with that stream. If you go ahead and hit the bell and subscribe to it, then you'll be notified as long as you're logged into YouTube each day, and you can just go there. The first 5 minutes while we're logging in is a great time. Go ahead, Shana.
Yeah, that's where you should be reaching out to anyone in your social media and connecting in some way, shape, or form, commenting, sharing some of your agent-to-agent posts. We talked about that. But that's a dedicated social media time. So.
And it's just 5 minutes. And then you jump off, right? And we play some music so it kind of gets you in the mood. We set a habit and a routine for you to be doing the same things at each time of the day. And then as soon as we're done and we log off, then you do the hardest thing of your day.
Yeah.
Whatever that happens to be. And it sets this routine for you.
And if you have children, I think that 5 minutes is dance party
Yeah.
time too. Yeah.
I know. It's crazy the amount of children that watch us here. We're actually huge. Our best demographic is kids like
5 and under.
Yeah, under 5.
It's the
We are
best.
huge in that demo. I don't know that one pays
got
the
a big
bills, but
following.
it does. Shauna, go ahead and hit
All
the
right.
bell and let's move on.
Oh, we do have.
Hey there, Internet. My name's Mike Acquisto. This is my lovely wife and luxury real estate broker, Shana Acquisto.
Good morning.
What to expect as a home buyer in 2021. Thank you guys for joining us, and let's discuss it real quick. So that what we're going to hit during this here is going to be timelines, pricing, competition, location, new exploding markets that are just like going crazy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you look on this list and it's like best places to live, and the list looks different. So those are some of the things to discuss and more. So let's kind of start with timelines. So if you're a buyer right now, what do you expect as far as timelines go, Shana?
You know, it's it's very difficult, but you have to be willing to act quickly. And Amy and I were talking about this before, how all of these things that we're guiding you on as a buyer are kind of against our principles and what we kind of have guided you on previously, right? But the main thing you need to remember is a lot of times right now in this market, we're competing with cash offers that can close quickly. So what we want to do is bring you to a point as best we can to compete with that cash buyer. So waiving all contingencies would be one thing. Being able to close quickly. So timeline, you know, you've got to be ready to act and close in like less than 20 days if you really want to be competitive.
Yeah. And so I would, at this point, I would also mention that we've done very, very similar tangential topics that would flow off of this, right? So those ones you could definitely find in our previous videos. You'll be able to click there and be like others that you might like, right? So if you are a buyer and you'd want to understand, like, what are the best ways to get financed this year? That's going to be there. Why do I work with a local lender? Why do I work with a realtor that I know, like, and trust, right? So these are all things that get pulled out. And if you want more information, you can click on any of those and kind of understand those topics, right? And then, like, how to get your offer accepted. That's also been covered, right? And each of those different things. So now pricing.
So when you have a set budget, you obviously do not want to max your search and look at that high end, you know, maximum, because most likely you're going to have to come in above list price to secure the home.
Yeah,
right?
and I guess it depends on the exact price point and the exact market and how competitive it is and what type of style and how well the home is up to current trends. But yeah, that's a great point because people used to start their search there, right?
Yeah.
And now it's totally different.
And the pricing is, I mean, if you're 400 and below, it is like the red zone. It is extremely, extremely competitive, and it's hard. It's a very difficult, price point. 400 to 800, that's challenging. 800 to 2 million, that's even challenging. All price points are competitive right now.
So here's some random fun facts, right? So in no particular order at all, just to understand today's market, we just started to have some open houses again. And you had an open house at $3.5 million.
Yep.
And with like virtually no notice or like any type of thing.
No, we did this pretty quickly because we went coming soon and then live, and we had that planned, and then I threw in an open house, kind of a last minute open house.
You did.
And we had over, accounted for 50 people. So,
50 is in 5 followed by a 0.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people at an open house specifically for that price point. And it's not in a super populated area. It's not like it would be downtown and there's people like in walking distance. That's impressive.
No, but that was 50, that was a lot of families or couples or individuals looking for a home in a $3.5 million range. I mean, that's incredible.
That's the market.
And they drove from all over. They were coming from all over the Metroplex. So
heard from a good friend and realtor yesterday that there was a property in particular that was on the market that he had heard of for $1.5 million that just went on the market, and they had 12 showings the first day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? That's a lot of showings. I heard from a friend that lives down in Austin, set a new record down there. That home had sold for $300,000 above list price.
My goodness.
In Austin. Okay, so now Austin has some stuff going in there. Apple moved in. There's a whole bunch of things that went on down there. But $300,000 above for a $700,000 home. Yeah. That's really absurd.
So crazy. And
Boise, Idaho, you said 150 above?
Yeah.
Here locally.
That was probably on the low side. So you got to get creative. We talk amongst our real estate family of some creativity that we can provide and try to, in efforts of getting a home secured. And you have to, change your mindset and think outside of the box a little bit. But we're here to set expectations and really be honest and give you those options.
Yeah, so that kind of covered pricing. It covered the competition. So clearly it's very competitive. There's tons of offers coming in on properties, and it becomes hard. It becomes really difficult. You told me how many people. Go ahead with that story.
No, go ahead.
You had said that you had one first-time home buyer, and they had put offers in on how many homes already and not gotten
it's a family member of ours. I think 15.
15, 1 and then a 5. It becomes then a beatdown for you. Sometimes you have constraints within your budget, and
her
you
price
can't
point
do this.
is $250 to $3 is the max. But now they've figured out a way to go to $350, and it's the same.
Yeah,
it's the same.
It's just really something. And then you mentioned in our market just the other day that there are more homes over $1 million in Frisco on the market than there are at 500 and under.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Just go in and do a search and look at all the homes priced $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million in Frisco now.
Yeah, if you're a realtor, go in and play around with it and create those hot sheets in NTREIS because it's really interesting to see how things are changing.
And then totally we talked about new exploding markets, right? We mentioned a couple of them, but it seems to be these areas that are moving out. Go to a topic that I've talked about in the past of how people are moving out just a little bit and what they're doing and how the city center is kind of dying. We discussed it on our agent meetings last week.
Some of them.
Oh, it's crazy. The city centers are dying and then people are moving further out, right?
Yeah.
And then the best places to live, those rankings are all totally different.
Wherever you can find a place to live.
It does appear that, and specifically with more land, right?
Yeah.
And then I had heard that building prices are up like crazy. You talked to one builder the other day on a premium property.
137% from, I guess, 2015 till now, they're up 137%.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So just let that one sink in.
I know. all day yesterday when I heard that, I kept thinking, what? Yeah.
That's a true fact there.
So Amy just chatted in, this is a good one too, that there are more realtors in the U.S. than homes for sale.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. And I'm not even a licensed realtor. So
You got
there's
this guy
that.
too. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Very good.
That's a really good stat. I like that, Amy. So, yeah. So
Wow, that's
as
a lot.
as a home buyer in 2021, it is challenging, and it's so important that you get with someone that is experienced and is available for you and will think outside the box. I have a lot. I mean, our real estate family is amazing. There are a lot of realtors out there. You have to really do your due diligence and find the ones that are going to take the time with you and help you, because you can get them secured. It's not like, oh, you should wait until things change. Absolutely not. You should do that. There's a lot of great experienced realtors out there that will work and fight for you. So you just need to do your due diligence and find them, and then you'll
There
be
you
you'll
go.
be
So
just fine.
that's going to come to a wrap on what to expect as a home buyer in 2021. And I'll also clarify that I am a real estate broker, duly licensed in the state of Texas and the state of Montana, and more to come. Wyoming is coming up really soon, but I am not a realtor.
I am a realtor in Texas and Montana.
I am not. So, anyways, there we go. Hit the bell. Spring selling season is upon us.
It is, and boy, is it.
And as
Busy.
as a real estate agent, we're now talking directly with you about Media Day. And we talked yesterday about what Media Day really is from a client perspective, but today we're talking to you directly as an agent that is going to be listing that home for your client. What should you expect?
Yes, you guys need to first take a deep breath and I know you're all aware, especially if you're a part of our real estate family, we are not cutting corners. We're not pushing things and sliding them in and creating chaos. We're going to just take a deep breath and follow the process. We have to follow the process. And my thought is, when we're not, it's because we're probably getting some pressure from a seller, or there's a reason, right? But we need to just practice following the process and plan ahead, okay? If you guys, we have an amazing real estate family. If you need assistance, then find somebody who may have just closed all their files and they have a little bit of extra time, and they will be willing to help you. But we have to follow that process, you guys. It's not fair to our support staff. Your photo output may not be that great. We're not going to cut corners, please.
All right, and where that all starts is up front with setting the expectation correctly with your client, right? So we talked the other day that scheduling your media day is a challenge, because what we have are everybody's super busy and all of the stuff that comes out. So we would love to turn everything around as quickly as possible for you and have it all completed. We do have a genuine desire to go ahead and have these photos done as quickly as possible, to get your agent video recorded just as quickly as possible. We want to have it all done at one time, but in doing that, right, we're finding that the lead times for scheduling photographer is more. Yeah. We've increased the amount of photographers that we have on our approved list, so we've opened that up to hopefully lessen that as things are a little bit busier. But if you set the expectation with your client that, number one, when media day comes, the home has to be clean, has to be showing ready, has to be photo ready. Like, just don't do that. Because if you reschedule that, totally it's going to be a problem for you and nobody's going to be happy. So make sure that you're actually ready when your date does come.
Yes.
Understand that maybe you'll have to book a week out. Maybe it's not like the next day or 2 days to do this. Maybe it's even longer. So thus more reason why you don't want to have that problem. Turnaround times are more than typical once you book it and they take it. then the processing of it is taking longer. So those are real things, assets to come back. Internally, we spoke about how many listings we have coming on board right now. It's just
Every
like,
day
bam.
it's like more, and it's a lot. It's a whole lot, which is great. We need listings.
No, we totally
Buyers
do.
need these listings to come on the market.
But we need to be aware as well that the turnaround time now for design for elements there is going to take longer.
Yep.
In getting them in. Things that are in our design queue right now, we might want to be extremely cognizant to make sure that it is high priority things. This is like production season right now, especially for listings. So we want to make sure we do a great job there for our client.
Yeah.
Right? So make sure, set the expectation up front, do everything correct. Because you don't want to go through and have the experience for your client. You want to know deep down that you've done everything you possibly could to put your best foot forward for that property and never worry what potentially could happen if what it could sell for, right? If you just did. So always
So
do
you
it the
wanna make
right
sure
way.
that- So we talked about, we've done this in the past. It's what we call a pre-media day, where you go and you check on that property prior to media day to make sure and ensure everything is ready to go. So maybe you want to back that up a couple of days, right, and go and visit the property. This is where you could ask for help. Ask one of your real estate family agents to go and could you just swing by if you're in the area and go double check this property for me. This is when we're all going to have to rely on one another. And, that's something I truly love about us is that we do that here. We all help one another and rely on one another. But you have to set these expectations with your sellers and tell them you've got to be ready maybe 2 days earlier, right? For pre-media day, make sure so you have a couple of days to get some last minute things accomplished before media day because you don't want to cancel it.
You do not. And then some of the important items as well is it's going to take a period of time. So when they're there, make sure that like all the pets are out, all those things that
Yeah.
just be like extra careful about that and just say like, go ahead and get out, right? So that's it. I think we covered it about as well as we could, but just be patient.
One other thing to that, if you have sellers that were thinking about selling when it gets more of the summer months, then maybe you want to reach out to them and tell them things are really backing up, that maybe you want to go ahead and push that, push that date a little bit and go ahead and start that process now. Start getting your photos scheduled. So,
And by push that date, you mean possibly pull it forward. Pull it forward.
Yes. Yeah. Accelerate it.
Hey, that's never a bad word. So go ahead and have that completed for you guys.
Yeah.
We're super excited for you to have a hot market. And we want to make sure that you as the agent get all of these assets for yourself, right? We want to make sure you're getting the photos for yourself. We want to make sure that you're getting the proper video done. And don't shortchange these things because that does affect you when you go into your next listing appointment, whenever that time is, that you want to have, hey, I did the right thing. I took the time to make sure that I did everything fully. And I know that we got the absolute best we could because who would have ever thought that 20,000 above, 30,000, 100,000, 150, $300,000 was a number? And I don't know. Is that going to happen on your next listing? Probably not if you don't put in the full effort and we don't do all of these things for you. So go to bed, sleep well, knowing that you put in maximum effort.
Absolutely. Okay. Get ready.
Bell time. Hello, that's Shana Acquisto.
That's Mike Acquisto.
She's a luxury real estate broker, and I just happen to be her husband. We're going to talk about MLS Client Search in NTREIS via Matrix.
Yes.
What?
So
That was a lot.
I just
Show it on
wanted
the
to make
screen here,
sure
Omkar.
that you guys are aware of this. So if you have there's two parts to this. If you have a client search in MLS, you need to go in there and redo their search. Basically start over. And the reason you need to do this is we have now added Louisiana. Yes, Louisiana is now part of our MLS, and some of the cities that we may have here may also exist in another state. So if you have a client search set up, then you need to go back in there and recreate it. Okay, that's one thing. You will find April 1st, we have a new client portal coming in. So the portal that we have in Matrix right now is going to go away, and we're going to come up with this. It's a new portal called One Home. Now, Montana, as you know, we're licensed in Montana, is currently using One Home. I don't see a whole lot of difference, but the look and feel of it is a little bit different, and I think that they're going to start adding different features in as well.
It's never been a more exciting or
Here we
challenging.
go. So we're going to play this video
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Omkar, go
Well,
ahead.
hold on a second.
Oh,
So
ooh.
this is in your dashboard. So we're going to play this for you guys right now, but you can go in there and see it yourself, and maybe some of you already have. But April 1st, it's going to change. So before April 1st, please make sure you go in there and you change your client searches and make sure that they're not going to miss anything, okay?
Important
We're going
note.
to play this.
There you
this
go.
video right
Omkar,
now
take
for
it
you.
away.
Time to be a real estate agent. Ordinary families often feel overwhelmed with the complexities of buying a home. They know buying a home is one of the most important decisions of their lives, and they need a trusted resource to guide them through. We know helping families manage these complexities is an essential part of your relationship with clients. They look to you to make sense of the hundreds of options out there that promise to help them find, buy, and insure their homes. They trust you. This is why CoreLogic has created the future of client service with One Home. As a member of your MLS, you may already be familiar with the Matrix portal to collaborate with your clients. One Home takes that experience to a whole new level. CoreLogic has thought through every step a client takes to find, buy, insure, and improve a home in a shared and collaborative space, giving you the tools to be the trusted guide your clients need. One Home will now become the single hub for everything. That means where your clients search for a new home, where you share your listings that meet their needs, where you go way beyond just beds, baths, and square footage to truly find what your clients need. And from within this single solution hub, your clients can easily interact and transact their mortgage, insurance, and home improvement needs. One place, one solution, one trusted guide along the way. While other companies design technology solutions to automate the transaction and remove the agent from that relationship, CoreLogic does the opposite. We know the real estate professional is the most important person in our industry, which is why we work tirelessly to innovate a new way to make your client relationships more personal, valuable, and rewarding. We take this commitment seriously and hope you see One Home as the future of client service.
All right, so go in there and familiarize yourself with that. And one thing I noticed here, something we talk about here is about your attire as a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking at that video, and I thought, I think the realtor's over here because, and look, this was kind of a cartoonish video, but make sure in such a busy season that we're in, and remain a professional. Your attire matters, right? You should stand out from your client in what you're wearing. And I noticed in there, I was like, wait a minute. So there's just one thing I noticed as I was looking over there. It's fine.
So would you recommend?
There's an exception to every rule, right?
Oh, word.
Just be professional. Don't, think, oh, I got to show this home and I haven't showered. I'm just going to go out in my yoga pants and my Uggs. No, don't do that. So stay professional, my friends.
Do you have any suggestions for me?
I don't. I used to buy all your clothes, and then you started buying your own, and
We end up here.
here we are. All right.
Ladies
So-
and gentlemen, we are so excited that we have all this going on with CoreLogic and with Matrix and what's going on there. And I'm super psyched that we're going to give them all our data too. And then eventually
Again!
they are going to sell and we're going to be totally hosed again. Hey, we saw it with Zillow. We saw it with Realtor.com selling them. That was crazy. We saw it with Showing Time. We gave them all our data and then they sold it. And let's do it one more time just for fun with Matrix.
Okay.
That's
got
it.
our own coming soon.
Hit the bell. So we'll go to...
I love when you teach us big words.
So
Big
today's
words.
word of the day is adjustable rate mortgage, or ARM, A-R-M. Defined
this?
as a mortgage in which interest rates periodically according to a corresponding fluctuation in an index. All ARMs are tied to indexes. So what does that actually mean? So what it is an ARM is an adjustable rate mortgage, means it can change. It's not fixed. There's multiple types of mortgages, primarily being fixed and adjustable. To use it in a sentence, if you have bad credit or you don't qualify for a traditional loan, the lender might want to lower their risk and give you an adjustable rate mortgage as opposed to a fixed mortgage. Okay? So that defines it there for you. Within an ARM, to come up with your interest rate, there's going to be two components. There's going to be the margin, and then there's going to be the index. There can be various different indexes. Some of the more common indexes might be like the LIBOR. There's like all types of ones that you can find out there, and they'll track specific indexes. Then there's going to be the margin. That's a percentage that the bank makes on it. They will take the index plus the margin. They will add it up, and that becomes your rate. It will adjust from time to time. Could be monthly, could be annually, could be any different type of terms. You can look and find some more details on that one. There is a floor on ARMs. So there is a minimum in which you can go down.
I have a sentence for an adjustable rate mortgage.
Yes, go ahead.
Unless you have disposable income, seeking an adjustable rate mortgage is scary. Don't do it.
Yes, unless you have extra disposable income, like
Extra
a lot
disposable
of discretionary
income.
spending
Yes.
money.
And you know it's for a very short time, then... Okay.
That's one real word. It's defined. Hit the bell. All right, we're back. Behind the scenes, we got to take some pictures here. Shauna's running late. We got some things going on. Boy, we ran over today. I even cut a topic, didn't go over everything. I need to hit 1 and 2. Shauna, look at the camera. You ready? Good. Look at the camera one more time. Perfect. Let's pull up the first topic. What's that one?
First topic, what to expect as a home buyer.
What to expect as a home buyer.
2021.
Yeah. Do we have anything ready? Just be ready.
Point at the camera.
Point at the camera. Why do I always... I just love this pointing thing. I feel it needs to happen way more. I don't know why, but I'll hold up my cup again. Are you ready? Perfect. We got that too. What else you got? What's next? Selling season. Scheduling your media day. Pick up your camera. Pick up your phone. Oh, we missed it.
Yeah.
We'll do that again. We'll do that again. Hold it up just a little higher. We'll look at that. Tell us when.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, you need to tell me when. But I got
I
it.
said it didn't got you, I guess. All right. MLS Client Search.
MLS Client Portal. Cool. Hold this up. We'll take a look at this. We'll be looking at that. You have to hold. Ready? Okay.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect. Thank you. We got it all?
And
Oh, the
one
word.
new real word.
Yeah, we got to define the word. All right, let's get that bad boy up on the screen.
So,
Arms.
Okay.
now.
Got it. All right, we're good. Hey, thank you, Omkar.
1, 2, 3,
can
here I
shut
go.
off the-
Give me that microphone.
I'm pouring out my heart and soul and feel it deep down in my bones. It's my time to shine, I'm going far. Turn up that kick drum, funk that bass, drop and hit those 808s. Tonight I'm gonna light up like the stars. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. I'm a girl, my sight to see. Buckle on up and get ready. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. All is on me, make it loud. Listen up, can you hear me now? Give me that mic. Now the time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Now it's time. Get up, get loud, and show 'em what I'm about. Give me that mic. I'm coming alive. Ain't no stopping when I'm in the zone. Give me that microphone. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Now's the time. Give me that microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Here I go. Give me that microphone.